Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, and those of great millstone and rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. Alright, I'm going to go through some scriptures here entitled, Make Not a Covenant with the Heathen. Right? Because there's something that Israel apparently loved to do. They used to do it all through history, and even today they still practice it, not understanding that its latter end is destruction. Right? So let me get down to it. So this is Romans 15 verse 4. It say, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through the patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." So like brothers just say, the scriptures is your guide to actually teach you right from wrong. You understand? And the experiences in the scriptures is what has helped you to learn and have a better idea of what not to do in this present time. You understand? All these things were put there as a guide to help us. Alright, now let me get Proverbs 3 verse 31. It say, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." You understand? The scripture also say, follow not the ways of the heathen, which is something that Israel loved to do. Israel always trying to follow the ways of the heathen nation, and it's always get them in trouble. It is always get them in trouble. Because even in Deuteronomy, we had a law that state not to inquire after their gods, for it will be a snare unto you. That is something that Israel just never wanted to learn from. Right? It says the first Maccabees 1, I'll start from 11, right? It say, "In those days when there out of Israel wicked men, it say, who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow." Now there's a time when Israel was really and truly going off on a real strong level. You understand? There wasn't relying on the Most High to actually help them through problems and so forth. They was looking to the heathens for refuge and strength. And the scriptures always talk about that. They not only talk about it, they talk against it. Right? This is Isaiah 31 verse 1. It say, "Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, but because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord," because the Messiah is Israel's strength. You understand? We wasn't supposed to make no covenant with no heathens, and we still not supposed to do that in these times. You understand? We supposed to pray to the Messiah that he help us through wherever it is we had to go through. But back in those days, when Israel was going off, they didn't want to look to the Messiah. They wanted to look into things that they could see. You understand? They didn't have that faith to actually believe that the Messiah would help them. They always want to run and study things that they could actually see. That is why they actually always go and focus on idols. That's why they wanted the golden calf built, because they always want to focus on what it is they could see. It was carnal. Even if you look at in times like this, you will see people that's go and make covenant with heathens to go and join the Illuminati and so forth. All that is heathenistic practices. But they just do it what? To benefit with things that they could see. They doesn't focus on the things that They can't see. You understand? I'll read verse 3, right? Isaiah 31, verse 3, it say, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, right? It say, and neither horses, sorry, Salakia, and their horses flesh and not spirit. It say, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So when you turn against the Most High to go and make a covenant with the heathens and follow after their ways and so forth, and be like them, you're going to stop be how the Most High want you to be. So when it's time for him to destroy them, he will also destroy you. You understand? Let's go back into the Maccabees. First Maccabees 1, I will reach to 12. Right? It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king and gave them license, who gave them license, Salakia, to do after the ordinances of the heathen. So to follow, they get licenses to follow them practices. It's like you see some of them pastors who get a license to preach false doctrines, to teach false doctrines. You understand? All that is a perfect example. Or how you see like the Freemasons and them, like they just get the degrees to be able to do this and that. You understand? All of that is class as licenses to do according to the customs of the heathen. But they don't understand what the latter end of that is. Today, verse 15, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and was sold to do mischief. And that plain. They depart from the Most High and how he wanted them to be and went and just do wickedly. Again, simply for things that they could see. And I wouldn't even say just for things that they could see, because in them times they actually used to see miracles. Prophets used to walk among them that actually used to call fire down from the sky and all these different things, and still they just love to serve idol gods. So this is Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 verse 15, right? It say, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So for all those who want to be joined unto Egypt, even now, 2/3 of the people join unto the system. They don't want to hear about the Most High. They want to rejoice in the benefits of the system as it is teaching them in them churches. They want to receive the kingdom here. You understand? They're not looking forward to a kingdom that is to come. And there's something that was written for us to learn from. Because they talk about it in many different places that, hey, they go have some that go be on that mindset. Some men go be joined onto the system and they will try to inveigle you to be joined onto the system. You understand? Today's Acts 20, I'll start from 29. It say, for I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. It say also of your own selves shall men arise. See, also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them. So you see, like how even some of the men back then in the story of Maccabees, they try to inveigle the people to go and follow the customs of the heathen. They go on men even in these modern times who go want to be joined onto the system, and they will want you to go along with them. You understand? Usually you see the picture of the woman who looking like a devil, and she pulling your hand into the lake of fire. That's exactly how it does be. They'll be trying to draw you into that situation with them. But you know the scriptures say, if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall in a ditch. That is the reason why the Most High gave us wisdom and He gave us these scriptures. You understand? So we could be able to see through the scriptures and the spirit that, hey, that don't make no sense. No matter how hard it might appear in your eyes to actually make it to the end, the Most High will help you if you believe. But for them who lose faith and join to the system, they have their judgment to receive. All right. So this is the Revelations 14 verse 9, right? Say, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image, and the image goes back to the system. You understand? What a tie to, what does always want to seek physical benefits from instead of focusing on the spiritual benefits. Because the scriptures say a man cannot serve two masters. It is not possible. You cannot serve two masters, that is serving the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, or you're serving the system. Now you can serve the Most High and be in the system, but you cannot serve the both of them. Like I say, you gotta know the difference. You gotta know that you're a servant of the Most High using the system, not a servant of the system using the Most High. You ought to know where you're for. Because the judgment for serving the system or joining to the system is death. As the scriptures say, use the word but not abuse it. It also say in John, he say he would pray that they did not take them out of the world, but keep them from the evil. Because here is where we have to be until certain things are fulfilled. But you're not supposed to be a friend of the world. So I can find that really quick. Right, so there's James 4 verse 4. It say, ye adulterers and adulteresses, it say, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Right? It say, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So you cannot be a friend of the system. You living in the system, you might use the system because you have to live in it. But to be joined to the system is something you're not supposed to do. Because the system is contrary to the Most High's order. Every other system other than the Most High is contrary. If you look at the Moabites, if you look at Rome, even if you go back to Babylon, none of them ever used to follow anything pertaining to the Most High. It was always something unclean or wicked. So you have no way that you could be able to please the both of them. You either please the Most High or you please the system. You could only be joined to one. You're living in this system, so there are certain things that you might be subjected to. But it's saying all things be circumspect. You understand? You're using the word, but not abusing it. You don't know, but you're not supposed to be joined onto the system. Alright? And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors the apostles, and elders of great millstone that rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. Shalom.